The Silent Man. There's an old legend in town about the Silent Man. No one knows where he came from, but everyone agrees on one thing. If you see him, you must never acknowledge him. Jake had heard the stories, but never believed them. That changed one foggy night when he walked home alone. The streets were empty, yet he felt someone watching. Then he saw him, a tall, gaunt figure in a black coat and a wide-brimmed hat, standing beneath a flickering streetlight. His face was pale, his eyes sunken, and most unsettling of all, his lips were sewn shut. Jake's heart pounded. He quickened his pace, refusing to look back. But with each step, he heard slow, deliberate footsteps behind him. The Silent Man was following. Jake reached his apartment, locking the door behind him. He peered out the window. The street was empty. A sigh of relief escaped him until he turned around. The Silent Man stood in the corner of his room, motionless, watching. Jake wanted to scream, but fear gripped his throat. The Silent Man raised a bony finger to his sewn lips and shook his head. Silence. Jake didn't move. He didn't speak. He didn't breathe. The Silent Man slowly backed into the shadows and disappeared. The next morning, Jake convinced himself it was a nightmare. But when he looked in the mirror, his blood ran cold. Across his lips, thin black stitches held them shut.